famous shot, and you see it every time that World Series of '86 is reviewed. Jim said it took him about an hour. You're sitting on the bench weeping as this thing has slipped away. It never goes away. To this day? Did winning with the Yankees in '96 lessen the hurt?
Reinforced it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
4 days when I had to bury my mother. Tragic.
So the whole thing.
That's why I was crying.
The whole thing came
That's why
together.
I was crying. I was crying in part because we lost. I knew I had to go home. I knew I had to go home and walk in the door. My mom wasn't going to be there. That crushed me. That's why I was crying. That crushed me. Because I knew. I came back with blinders on. And I knew that if I crossed the white line, I could play. And it would alleviate the hurt. We went on to the World Series, played, and then the finality of the glove going up in the air, it was over. I didn't have that crossing the white line anymore.
And you had to face the reality of your non-baseball.
I knew I was going through the door. I never wanted to face that door. But I had to once the last out was made. And I don't know if it would have been more special had we won that year. I don't know. I know it would be because it would have rewritten the record books. But the compounding of the losing and knowing that I have to walk up to that door. My mom's not going to be in that room. Crushed me. Crushed me.
See, it was a natural thing, people watching on television, to look at that and say, look, this is one of the epic defeats in baseball history because of the long history of near misses by the Sox and the way this one slipped away. And so he's crushed by the baseball part of it.
I was,
but there was a different part of the story.
In part, yeah. Because that was our first taste. That was our first taste. Because we had come together. We had finally come together. Jimmy, Dwight, all of us. Bruce, Marty,
Yeah. Marty
Billy Buck. We had all, Getty, Steamer. We all came together and we won. We won. Wow. Now, this is what Boston wanted. They wanted the victory. And when Harry Wendelstedt said, Boggsy, look at the scoreboard, I looked up at the scoreboard and said, congratulations, Boston Red Sox World Series champions. I said, oh my gosh. He said, Boggsy, flip me your hat when you're done. I said, it's not over yet, Harry.
So Wendelstedt was umpiring third base.
Yeah. And he said, Boggsy, I collect the third baseman winning hats. He said, flip me your hat when this last out. I said, Harry, it's not over yet. He says, oh, it's over. Congratulations. Look at the board. And I'm going, I'm walking off the field. It's over. We just lose game 6. I never touched the ball. 4 or 5 guys come to the plate. I never touched the ball. 5 guys come to the plate. We lose. It wasn't Billy Buck's fault. We'd have never, if it wasn't for Jimmy and Billy Buck, we'd have never, ever been in the World Series or never made it to the playoffs.
Well,
My God, it's not Billy's fault. It's no one's fault, like Jimmy just said. Like Jimmy just said. It wasn't in the cards. It wasn't.